Well, here we are at that dreaded time of day again. It's time to try and feed the dog.
I've got a fussy eater dog. All she would ever eat is breast of chicken cut up. And then finally she got tired of that. So now what I do is I buy inexpensive steak. There's probably about $13 worth of steak. She's just a small dog. Many of you have seen her, Miss Lily. And I brown these first, and they come in large strips. Cut them into manageable sizes, and I brown them all first, and then I put them in a pan and I boil them for 30 minutes, and then I will cut them up into bite-sized pieces for her, like bite-sized treats, and she just loves it. So I mix the steak along with a little piece of cheddar cheese, diced up into little pieces as well. And of late, she's really been enjoying that. And she's a fussy eater dog. This is, like I say, about $13, and I probably have at least 10 to 13 meals out of it. So we're roughly talking $1 a meal, and you can't feed your dog for under $1 using some of the prepared dog foods that I don't really recommend. This I know exactly what she's getting, and she's getting lots of nutrition without any garbage in it, and I don't know what they're putting in some of the dog foods. Many of them get recalled. Okay, I have all of Miss Lily's meat. It's all been browned and boiled for 30 minutes, and it's quite tender right now. So what I do now is I'll cut this up into meal-sized portions for her. And the way I do that, I use my souvenir knife a friend of mine got me from Alaska, and it works very well for cutting up a lot of thickness. I don't do them one at a time. I'll take 3 pieces like that, and being careful not to get my fingers in the way, I can rock this knife. It's put a fair bit of pressure on it, but that's cutting through, I would say, almost an inch of meat there, and cutting it into thin strips so that I can dice this for Miss Lily. Okay, so that's one good section. And you see what I've done here. It's all in tidbit sizes. Put it all into a bowl. And then what I do, I know a serving size for her is a nice heaping teaspoon, or a tablespoon like this, serving spoon. So I'll take that and I'll put that into a little Ziploc bag, and that'll be one meal for her. They all go in the freezer. Comes out a half an hour before she eats. I microwave it for 10 seconds, and she has a nice warm steak dinner. I add a little bit of, like I say, diced cheddar into it, and she's a happy dog. I've got all of Miss Lily's meat all diced up here in a bowl, and now I just have to package it. And like I say, almost a full spoonful is what she likes to have, along with a little bit of cheese at supper time. You might be able to hear that. We got a little bit of a thunderstorm happening here. Rain's coming down, and it smells so nice, you know, that ozone you get in the air. Let's divvy up the rest between a few bags here. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 meals for her, and that was 2 packages of round steak. They were about $6.50 a piece. So $13, and I got 9 meals. So what am I, $1.15 or $1.20 per meal? That's pretty inexpensive. Mind you, we have a small dog, and she doesn't eat an awful lot, but at least I know that she's getting proper, you know, just pure meat with no additives. Okay, there's all our meals prepped. Now I buy these little handy cheese blocks. I could cut this off a big block, I guess, too, but because we use so little cheese ourselves, it usually goes moldy. So this is probably the most expensive way to buy your cheese, in these little convenient blocks. But I do not use a whole block at a time. This will feed her 3 times. I take a third of the little block and I cut that into little cubes as well. Break it up a little bit. It has a tendency to kind of stick together. Here's one I've just taken out of the freezer. I like to rotate them so they don't get too old, but she's a little ways away from supper yet, so this will have time to thaw. There we go. There. Her cheese. Now there's a meal for, well, let's say $2 to feed your dog a nice healthy meal. And if we were in Philadelphia, we could give this to her and tell her it's a Philly cheesesteak. Okay, that's it. These will go into a larger bag with her name on it so that I don't eat her steak on it. Like so. And then the one for tomorrow, I'm not going to freeze. I'll leave it in the refrigerator. And I just add the cheese block in there so it doesn't dry out. So tomorrow it's all ready for her to go, and it's a quick meal. Well, there you have it. I hope that helps you with your picky dog. I know they can be a bit of a trial when they won't eat anything you give them, but I've found the secret, and we'll probably get tired of this in a little while, and we'll go back to the diced chicken breast and cheese. Great. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your dog.